It's easy to say breast. All women have it, but not all exhibit the breast in the same way. The breast over the centuries has been subject to fashions. Punished and austere in the Middle Ages, respectable and moralistic in the years of the Counter-Reformation and subsequent Spanish domination, and finally libertarian with a hint of transgression in the Second World War. A natural reaction to the 20-year fascist period that wanted women to be mothers, wives, and at best sisters. Here's how the way women exhibited their femininity has changed: flaunting or hiding necklines and braless. Chapter number 1. Banded. In ancient Greece, it was considered unrefined to leave the bouncing breasts under the tunics. Also, for this reason, women bandaged their breast with strips of cloth called mastodon. Incredibly, in the 19th century, this name was recovered and used to define prehistoric elephants. A French naturalist, in fact, saw a strange similarity between the molars of these animals and the female breasts. Chapter number 2. Virga women. Roman women did not care much for their roundness. Their ambition was to exhibit a figure as slender as possible. Like the Greek women, even the Roman ones, since the years of the Republic, loved to bandage their breasts with strips of cloth, also arousing some malevolent comments. It is said that the poet Terentius did not appreciate at all the fashion of thin women, who, according to him, are reduced to real bundles of rods. The breast bandage was also exhibited publicly by athletes who engaged in sporting activities. Chapter number 3. Fear of God. The ancient Romans found the sagging breast of barbarian women really of bad taste, but in the Middle Ages it was considered acceptable. Or rather, with the barbarian invasion and the emergence of Christianity, women did everything that their Roman ancestor would never have done. They left their breast free under dress or tunic. For at least 100 years, women forgot that they had a femininity, at least until the year 1000. The age of rebirth, on the other hand, led to a rediscovery of the cleavage. Tight-fitting dresses were used and women began to wear a corset, first tied over the dress, then underneath, so that it would support and lift the breast. Chapter number 4. Womenkind. In the Renaissance, the fashion of the cone women spread. From the waist up, these women had to appear as a cone, narrow at the bottom and wider at the top, with the breast pushed upwards, enhanced by corsets, always more rigid. In a treatise on cosmetics of the 16th century, it was reported, "The breast that you like more than the others are small, round, firm, and similar to two round and beautiful knobs. Some want them to be neither too attached nor too small." Chapter number 5. At the end of the Renaissance, Spanish customs asserted themselves. On the streets, you could meet women dressed in black dresses and increasingly high-necked. Nothing about the female body could have been visible nor ostentatious. Chapter number 6. Revolutionary. The French Revolution definitely liberated the female body. The spread of the Enlightenment ideals that considered men and women equal left room for a new bourgeoisie aesthetic, and also to something more libertarian. In the autumn of 1795, the chronicles told that Teresa Caporas, known as Madame Tallien, who was also an absolute protagonist of the Parisian social life of the time, showed up at the opera ball wearing a sleeveless silk tunic devoid of any underwear, sporting rings on the fingers and sandals on her feet. On another occasion, she showed herself instead with her breast covered only by a net of diamonds. Chapter number 7. Sissy Model. The queen par excellence of the 19th century was the Empress Elizabeth of Austria, whom we call Sissy, who embodied the ideal of female beauty of the times. She usually squeezed tight corsets underneath her dresses, and those corsets would enhance the wasp waist that made her legendary. Chapter number 8. The age of the bra. The official date of birth of the bra is February 12, 1914. It was then that Mary Phelps Jacob, known as Caress Crosby, patented her bra, also called brassiere, in the state of New York. So that's how we said goodbye to corsets made of whalebones and corsets covering and flattening and pressing the breast. Now, finally, the breast was officially protected by a comfortable bra. Chapter number 9. Goodbye, women's stick. After the period of the so-called Belle Epoque, where women loved to be androgynous and kind of boyish, a new canon imposed by the Mussolini regime wanted women to be mother, daughter, and at best, sister. The breast, according to the spirit of the time, had to be fleshy, Junonesque, and that of a real nurse. In 1933, the newspaper dictated the line, banned the French fashion magazines from fascist houses. The reason was that those French fashion magazines were exalters of the woman's stick. Chapter number 10. Busty women. In the 50s, the busty women became fashionable. Among them, we can remember Sophia Loren, who became an icon. It will be her in the Naples Gold to meet the pizza exhibiting a cinema cleavage. Those with small breasts would enhance their breast with balconette bras, and those with large ones would use bras that would support, preferably without cups, so that you could see some more. Chapter number 11. 1980s. In the 1980s, pronounced breast was in fashion. The physique, better if muscular and sporty, was displayed as a trophy. Brigitte Nielsen and, for instance, Stephanie from Munich became trendsetters, and alluring bras alternated with tight tank tops, sometimes worn without a bra. All of that was to enhance the reinforced chest in the gym or by the surgeon. And with that, guys, we finished this episode about bras and about how the fashion of the breast has changed over the course of centuries. First of all, I want to thank you so much for your patience and your love, and I want to encourage you to comment below, let us know your thoughts, let us know what you actually think, and we'll talk some more next time in a new episode with a new topic. In the meantime, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, comment, and also hit the notification bell so that to receive every new update. We'll talk some more next time.